Nobody expected it. One moment the game was normal, and the next, Moussa Diabate snapped in a way the NBA has never seen before. A single hit from Duren lit the fuse, and within seconds, the entire arena was watching a meltdown nobody could explain. It all started with a play that looked harmless, until it wasn't. Duren was battling inside, trying to secure position, when Moussa Diabate stepped in to contest. It should have been a routine foul, the kind you see 100 times in a season. But Duren didn't just commit a foul. He reached out and caught Moussa across the face. Not a gentle tap, a full, open-handed shot that instantly changed the energy in the arena. For a split second, Moussa froze. Then everything inside him snapped. You could see it in his eyes, that moment when a player stops thinking about the game and starts reacting like a human being who's had enough. The commentators felt it too. They weren't talking about the foul, they were talking about the look on Moussa's face, a look nobody had ever seen from him before. And while Duren tried to walk away like nothing happened, the damage was already done. The fuse was lit, the tension was rising, and the next few seconds would turn a simple foul into one of the wildest scenes of the season. The moment Duren's hand hit his face, something changed in Moussa Diabate. He didn't just react, he transformed. This wasn't the calm, controlled, young, big man people were used to. This was someone who had been pushed past a line he didn't even know he had. You could see it instantly. His body tightened, his eyes locked in, and for the first time in his NBA career, Moussa looked like he wasn't thinking about basketball at all. He was thinking about respect, or the lack of it. The commentators felt it before anyone else. They weren't describing a foul anymore, they were describing a player who suddenly became unrecognizable. "I've never seen him like this," one of them said, and they meant it. Moussa has always been the quiet one, the guy who keeps his head down, plays hard, and avoids drama. But in that moment, all of that disappeared. He stepped toward Duren with a look that froze the entire arena. Not wild, not reckless, just done. Done with being pushed around, done with being underestimated, done with pretending everything is fine. And that's when the situation exploded. Because once Moussa snapped, the rest of the court followed and the chaos was only getting started. But the real escalation didn't come from Moussa. It came from someone else who stormed into the scene with even more intensity. Just when it looked like things might cool down, the situation took a sharp turn. Because out of nowhere, Miles Bridges stepped into the middle of it and the entire atmosphere changed instantly. Bridges didn't walk in calmly. He charged into the scene with the kind of intensity that makes everyone else on the court freeze for a second. He saw Moussa going after Duren, and instead of trying to calm things down, he went straight into protection mode. That's the thing about Bridges. When he feels like one of his guys is being disrespected, he reacts fast and without hesitation. The commentators couldn't believe it. They were expecting players to separate the fight, not add fuel to it. But Bridges wasn't thinking about the refs, the cameras, or the consequences. In that moment, he was thinking about one thing: backing up his teammate. And that's when the chaos truly exploded. Because once Bridges stepped in, the Pistons bench reacted, the Hornets reacted, the crowd reacted. Every bit of tension that had been building since the foul suddenly snapped at the same time. What made it even crazier is that Bridges has a history of getting emotional in heated moments. He's a competitor, sometimes too much of one, and when he enters a situation like this, the temperature always rises. But even with Bridges jumping in, the wildest part of the entire scene wasn't him. It was someone who wasn't even in the game. And the moment he stepped onto the court, everything went from bad to completely out of control. Just when everyone thought the chaos had peaked, the most unexpected figure entered the scene: Isaiah Stewart. And here's the wild part: he wasn't even in the game. Stewart came storming off the bench like he had been launched out of a cannon. No hesitation, no pause, no moment of, should I be doing this? He sprinted straight into the middle of the fight with the same energy that made him infamous back in 2021, the night he went after LeBron and had to be held back by half the league. The commentators couldn't believe what they were seeing. They weren't shocked that Stewart was involved, they were shocked at how fast he got involved. This wasn't a player stepping in to calm things down. This was a player entering the chaos with a reputation for intensity, for emotion, and for crossing lines when he feels disrespected. And the moment he hit the floor, the entire arena felt the temperature spike. Players backed up, security rushed in,